What's up, everybody? It's your boy Roman, a Gamer Stream with you 43, and today, hold on just a second, I got a guest. All right, we got Shadow.
Hey.
There we go. Hey.
So, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, it turns out yesterday a VTuber just passed away.
Oof. F in the chat.
Yeah, F in the chat, guys. Hold on. We got Nep.
All right. You guys can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, 1 second.
Yeah. We just lost Nep. That's kind of weird. Well, yeah, like I said, F in the chat for... I think he might be back again. Hold on. There we go. We got Nep again. There we are.
It was wind cold.
Yo, Ollie Metal B666. Thank you for the F in the chat. I mean, I bet you that she must be actually looking above us and just smiling at us.
What happened today?
Basically, I found out
yesterday.
A VTuber by the name of Nixy passed away, and she was actually a transgender VTuber, and she was a cow VTuber, and if only Dio were here, I bet you that he could actually give us a little more information about it.
Yeah. I didn't know that there was a VTuber passed away today. I was out in the rain. I noticed self for ecstasy so close. It's cold as hell.
Yeah, in fact, basically, I'll see if I can actually give you the give a link to her channel if you want to support her. But since she's passed away and all, it's kind of a sad thing, But we gotta keep her memory alive,
Yeah, I don't even know her. It's kind of sad that she passed away.
Because at the end of the day, these VTubers, they're only just human beings, who just want to express themselves through the use of their avatars.
Exactly.
Like Dawn, like freaking Alice, like Cleo, formerly Ravna, but that's just the thing.
No, they're actually real people when you think about it. That's why I say
exactly.
That's why I say.
That's what I'm trying to say.
That's why I say a lot of times these people get all mad about these lordy VTubers. I'm like, look at them like, dude, shut up. They're real people actually trying to make a living and trying to have a life. What are they doing? Nothing.
Exactly. But, just hoping that freaking our usual suspects arrive, so.
They will. When there's smoke, there's fire, so they will come.
Mm-hmm. But it's kind of sad. But, the Lord gives them Lord gives the way. Oh, yeah, 9 days until Thanksgiving. So, I mean, the year has just gone by.
9 days until Thanksgiving? Wow.
Yeah.
Time does fly.
And what's up, Zio? It's good to actually see you here, dude.
Hey, Zio.
I mean, 2022 is an absolute disaster area and a dumpster fire rolling down the hill. Quite true. But, freaking, there will be some accountability, hopefully, come 2023.
It'll probably be worse.
Basically, things have to get worse before it gets better.
Wow, I thought you were going to get the sign.
Look, the sign is a last resort, okay?
Yeah, I know. But
we need to be more optimistic.
Exactly.
It's hard to be optimistic during these times
Shadow.
Yeah.
Look at it this way. I mean, at the end of the day, I remember last year, for crying out loud, my art wasn't doing well. I was on the verge of quitting. So I took my time to practice. sometimes you have to be at your worst to be at your best.
I mean, I guess that's true, but 2020 exists, and
So
the
It's
less
another-
said about that, the better.
it's another decade, Sarah. 20 years from now, 10, 20 years from now, we're all gonna just look at 2020. Wow, it wasn't as big of a deal we thought it was. Just like the 2010s and 2008s.
True, Dad. Did anyone remember that 2012 would be the last year ever?
I know you're talking about that movie.
Good times.
Yeah, in fact,
I was 10
basically,
back in
you know,
2012.
everybody thought that, you know, since freaking it was going to be the end of the world, since it's going to be the end of the Mayan calendar. Oh, look what happened.
Ooh, I actually use that count and I haven't thought about it.
We're still here right now.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, 2022. I mean, it's it's another year. It's another year and another decade. I don't think anything's gonna change. Now, if we went to war, then well, I think I should shut up now.
Either that or blame
Yeah,
it on
don't
me.
maybe break out the sign, okay? Like I said, the sign is the last resort unless DD actually says, Mr. A, get the sign.
Oh yeah, speaking of DD, I missed the last thing. What was it? Live stream yesterday though. What I missed that one yesterday.
Not much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did saw that video about that one person saying about hentai, and I'm like looking at myself like, I swear, one of these days, if I ever make a YouTube video, I am literally gonna debunk everything about hentai, and I'm gonna look at them like straight face, like, you know, every time you lose your mind over sexual content, I'm kind of questioning. Have you go to an art museum or have you been to any place that have art? You quickly realize there are a lot of interest in art. But oh well, I guess some people don't get that.
Yep. In fact, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, because that's an eye check. I thought art is supposed to be like one of those things you're not supposed to censor.
Yeah, exactly. Because basically, where's the fun in that?
Cock-a-doodle.
We got Dio. Yeah, Dio.
I was expecting to be here earlier than me.
To be fair, I was washing some dishes and stuff.
They're fun. Must be fun.
Yeah, like I said, we're just actually celebrating the life and legacy of Nixy.
Oh, so you know of them.
Yeah, I've also joined their Discord channel. Channel. So
I see.
As the Shadow Otaku?
Well, yeah, I really didn't. She's been going through a lot these past months. I'm not going to go into detail because it's not my place to really, tell everyone. But it's absolutely sad what has happened, and I wish that I would have had like another stream with her on more of a positive note. I mean, there's no bad blood or anything. It was just the one stream that we did. It involved a topic that should just, die.
Die away. Yeah, like what's going on with Japan with the political correctness BS.
But yes, it's sad that we, lost a good VTuber. But at least she
And that's
is
just the
in
thing.
peace.
yeah, exactly.
But no, I mean,
Oh.
I'm actually surprised that you, and also Shadow, know of Nixy.
Well,
Like, I mean,
let's
I
just
don't
say
know
there
about
was
it.
a certain VTuber who told me about it.
Addis.
Oh, right, I did, yeah, okay.
Oh, by the way, Mr. A, take a look in the private chat.
What the
Hold on.
fuck?
I gotta freaking take a look at this here for a second. Oh. Kowtow to political correctness will no longer allow offensive art like Loli. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Has
I,
anyone ever remembered that the Protect Act of 2003 was actually deemed unconstitutional in 2006?
They don't
Well-
care. They want their fees
remember,
validated.
remember, Mr. A.
Love
People
that.
can't. Remember, Mr. A. People don't know how to read nowadays.
No, because reading is like racist, misogynist, or something.
I'm
It-
sorry. I'm sorry, but
Okay,
reading
okay,
is
I'm gonna be
something
honest here. I don't like school at all, but even I wouldn't resort to that.
The thing is that reading is just very important. If you don't know how to read, you could just, well, you can lose your life. Because certain things you need to
And
read.
we got Cerno.
Oh,
Yay,
hello.
Cerno's. Oh, Cerno, you're Okay, there we go.
Yeah, it was. Anyway, you know the whole Pixiv thing. Apparently, some person was uploading a bunch of AI art and then mixing in with it some IRLCP. Apparently, someone was it was an op. But probably,
So what's happening is the same thing as Pornhub, where someone
yes. Well, it was But the thing is that Pixiv is supposed to be only for fiction, but the problem is that when people upload, someone has to find it first and report it before it gets taken down.
In other words,
think I know
if
what
I
you're
was to
talking about.
if I was to upload a real life picture, it might be days or so before it gets taken down because
Yeah, someone has to. Yeah, because someone has to notice it and then report it to Pixiv, and then Pixiv takes it down and probably forwards it to authorities or something. But thing
Yeah.
is that the problem is that now Mastercard's breathing down their neck, and it's like, why? I mean, it's the same thing with same thing with like Cloudflare, Kiwi Farms, and other things where, and with the whole Parler AWS incident, it's like you're expecting people to know beforehand. It's like you're expecting people to be absolutely perfect with their moderation. Sometimes, and the thing is, imagine. I think that this could have been an auntie. In fact, I suspect that this was an auntie who did this because they
Yeah.
wanted to get them the Mastercard and all them breathing down Pixiv's necks. So what they did is they did this exact thing. They hid the CP along a lot of AI generated art so that it was hard for people to find, and then self-reported it to Mastercard and to all these other companies
Wait,
so that
Sino,
people
you know this
and they
means
that Pixiv didn't know about it probably
you know
until it
what
was too late.
You know what this means too, right? For someone like myself, I do tend to do Nazi work art of Lottie art, and I also draw staple work art. So in other words, shit. Well, I mean, at least I'm not making.
Well, the thing
commitments.
is that they did this on Pixel Fanbox, and the thing is that it's payment processors, so they're able to. So right now, they're able to. I mean, you could post it to regular Pixel, but you can't make money off of it on Fanbox or Booth. So it's because I think they should just drop Mastercard. If Mastercard is going to be this strict with them, even though it was probably some bad actor who uploaded it. I mean, here's the thing: is that if all it takes is for one idiot, for one auntie to just upload illegal content, and then report that to self-report it to Mastercard, then there needs to be some kind of like Section 230 like thing where the company is not held responsible by these private companies for what users post. Like they're protected from the government as far as that's concerned, but they're not protected from private companies making rash decisions based on what users did on the platform, not the platform itself.
Yeah.
And even if the platform removes it immediately, like we saw with the whole QE, and Parler incidents, it does not matter if the company does the right thing and bans the person doing it. The companies will still make demands.
Yeah, because it's now fucking tainted because a bunch
Because
of
there's and this is the thing is that they expect things to be absolutely perfect. And you
here's the
can't
thing I'm
make
gonna say this.
it's like Section 230 does not exist if you're engaged with these payment platforms. You literally would have to have AI moderation or pre-approve everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this because these entities are just being just like the freaking Nazis, the Gestapos, because they just want to go destroy everything.
They're being worse.
Yeah.
They're basically like the 50s 60s FBI where they plant something where they basically what they're doing basically with what the cops do. They plant evidence. It's like planting evidence on someone and then saying, "Oh, look what we
Right.
found here."
Cops? You mean like both cops, like the type of cops who will?
Yeah, like the FBI.
Yeah,
Like
I
they
know what you're
will
talking about.
pretend to be prostitutes to fool you and then arrest you
Well,
because
it's more like planting drugs. See what they do is the thing is that they uploaded this stuff. Pixiv did not even know about it, and then they tattled to MasterCard even though Pixiv did not know about it. They didn't report it to Pixiv. They reported it to MasterCard probably instead.
Yeah.
So now we have this issue.
Yeah,
And
the
I
problem
think-
is, the problem is in this situation is because let's say how the payment process has been infiltrated, and not just only that, it's because
I think what needs to happen is we need JCB. I mean, the thing is, JCB needs to start operating in America, but that won't happen unless we sever some of the regulatory arms of the U.S. government. That ain't gonna happen. As far as
yeah.
that ain't gonna happen though, because we need a credit card company that's willing to actually that's willing to have separate policies for actual pornography and hentai. We need separate policies for them.
Yeah.
Rather than just one blanket policy that covers everything.
See, and this is my biggest issue though. Why is that? I mean, they're abusing this much power for no reason. Isn't that legally?
It's because of Bill Ackman, one of the investors into MasterCard and Visa.
Yeah.
It's
Yes,
because of Bill Ackman.
Technically
Yeah.
speaking, yeah,
Yes,
technically
they're
speaking,
It's an ESG investor.
And not to mention they have connections with Epstein.
Yeah, imagine that. Ain't that something? I think Bill Ackman needs to be investigated, and hopefully they can find something on him so he's no longer able to control MasterCard. If they can find.
Although back at the topic at hand, guys, let's talk about the importance of why VTubers should
Being
actually be
targeted.
celebrated instead of freaking just use this playthings.
Yeah, the point is like as much as I say with VTubers, well, they they're good people, but the problem is these antis they don't want to leave them alone because they just want to enjoy and have fun. I don't know why some people don't like people having fun or anything.
Did you see what they tried to do with Irina Kumai? Like they piled onto her over her smash or pass thing.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
the hell?
exactly.
I
And
do remember that
also, Cerno, it turns out that yesterday, a VTuber by the name of Nixy just passed away.
Really?
Really? Damn.
Yeah, she's been suffering for months now, and well, she's now at peace.
So basically, how she died? An illness or something?
I don't want to get into specifics. Sorry.
Yeah.
But
It's
like
not my-
you said, she's been
it's not
suffering,
my-
but now
It's not
Now
my
she's at
place
peace.
to. It's not my place to tell.
So
yeah. Let's just actually say, F the chat guys for Nixie.
F.
Let's honor her. Let's actually just take a moment of silence. Give her our thoughts and prayers and let her know that, we're still supporting her, even if she's actually in the big VTuber community up in the sky.
Yeah. As much as
Not just that, but reading everyone's comment section in her Discord really touches me because, she's more than just a VTuber. She was a friend and, supported everyone, helped everyone. She is a VTuber worthy of respect.
Exactly. But people shouldn't actually, take these types of things for granted.
Yeah.
I mean, even if Dawn were to actually just leave this earth, we won't forget her because, she actually meant so much to us.
Yeah. I don't even want to think about that.
Yeah. The
I guess
point
the
is,
best
it's like,
thing-
and the point is, we need to do something about how VTubers, need to be respected, not like in a bad way. They need to respect in a good way, and some way to make these antis just don't waste their time to bother them anyway or anyone else.
And with the exception of the drama ones, like freaking like that one depressed Nosagi guy.
Oh yeah, those
Yeah, doxing
individuals,
VTubers and stuff behind a paywall.
those individuals are absolute trash.
I
Like
don't
Tell
know.
me about it.
By the way, one thing I want to throw out there, speaking of VTubers, is I see a lot of times on Twitter, like these LGBT VTubers will say, "Hey, are there any other trans VTubers? I want to follow you," and yada yada yada. It's like to me, as a bisexual individual, I don't want to follow you or have you follow me because of my sexual orientation. I want you to follow me because you enjoy my content. Because
Yeah.
you liking me due to the fact that I'm X, kinda, it's shallow. It's like,
Yeah.
do you like my content? Do you like what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I don't reveal my actual race in real life when it comes to what me being an artist. I don't want people to be like, "Oh, you're a black artist." I'm like, no, treat me like a normal person.
You're
Oh,
an
yeah, I
artist,
mean-
not you're an artist who happens to be black, not a black artist.
I mean,
Yeah.
it reminds me of Crimson Sin. If you know him, he is a YouTuber, just a YouTuber,
Yeah.
who reviews cartoons like Amphibia and stuff like that. And he was talking about this whole SJWs doing BS, where it's like they need to be validated. And he says, I don't want to be known as the Hispanic YouTube. I think he's Hispanic or Latino, not too sure which one, so I do
Latin.
apologize. But it's like, I want to be known as Crimson Sin, the YouTuber that reviews cartoons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
hell, it's just like with anyone else. Like, you shouldn't be known as, it's Mr. A, that white guy who reviews
I'm not supporting
anime
African American,
Yeah.
just so you know.
Get the idea.
Yeah. But like I said, I don't focus on my race. I don't focus on my sexuality. I just like to focus on, trying to bring positivity to people.
It's true.
And yeah, I might
I
get
mean,
into an occasional drama / beef with someone just because they fucking brought my name into their mouths and they started fucking beef with me.
I mean,
And not
same.
just that, though, but also the fact is, when someone follows you, they should be following you because you are a good, individual and they enjoy your content, and not because of your skin color or race or whatever. Because again, that is shout. Hell, I remember watching one of Dimitri Monroe's videos, when he was told that a lot of people who follow, well, not a lot, but a couple of people that follow him, they're like, "Oh my God, you're gay too, so am I," and they only followed him because he's gay, and he
Yeah.
states that he hates that because it's shallow, and it's like, do you like me or do you just like the idea of me?
No, there's a similar reason why I said a lot of times. A lot of people look at me in the straight face. That's my profile picture is Lou. So I'm like, "Oh my God, you're a girl," and I'm looking like, "No, I'm a guy." But
Yeah.
I thought you were a woman based on your profile picture. I'm like, no, what the hell? No.
I mean, and
So-
also that whole profile picture thing. Well, first of all, two things. First, I remember seeing this one tweet saying, do people who have VTubers as different race or gender catfishing their audience? And it's like, no,
Oh no!
We're-
Don't take bait. Don't
Like-
take bait with that.
what do you mean? No, it's already done. Some idiot, and what I love is the community basically all bashing them. It's like, sorry guys, I'm not a T-Rex in real life. I can't, have a VTuber with Tyrannosaurus Rex now.
Yeah.
But it's like, first, being a VTuber, you can do whatever the hell you want. Hell, there are black individuals, two of them, who have white VTubers. Why? Because they want to. Like, they literally state that because they get that question. It's because they want to. There's no rhyme or reason. It's just, hey, nobody have a great idea? This. But
I mean,
these ass clowns, they have to, have it be where you need to look like your actual self on, as a VTuber. It's like, no.
no.
If I want to look like a Tyrannosaurus Rex, I, by damn, will look like a motherfucking T-Rex.
This goes to my point when I said originally. If people know how to separate fiction from reality and take responsibility, we wouldn't have most of these problems.
Yeah. And the
Yeah.
problem is because these people don't learn how to read and whatever, and it's the problem is it's the education system, how they get brainwashed, and not just only that, it's the media as well.
Why do I have the feeling people will confuse me for an actual imp since I become popular?
Because it seems okay. What happens? It seems like schools are making them regress. Like after coming out of school, they have this idea that fiction affects reality because that's probably what they're
but
teaching in
seriously.
schools.
What?
Yeah.
My character.
Yeah,
my
because they
OC
have
would-
to have they have to have
Because
their
it's part of the communist indoctrination going on.
Wait. You know.
Well, I mean, there's this idea that some fiction is problematic and can cause misogyny and all that kind of stuff. Is
I'm
where it
sorry,
all started.
Seriously
but-
though, my
It was
no,
started in
yeah.
the colleges. It started in the colleges, but now these people are becoming teachers and are going to K to 12. So
Well,
And
I mean, here's the
I
thing.
would not doubt if your 7 or 8 year old someday says, well, that's misogynistic.
And that's when
wait. Hold on a
you-
second, guys. Can I say this? Why don't we, not just the school system? Why don't no one blame the parents? Because
yeah.
I feel like a lot.
Well,
of
no, it's a problem is that homeschooling anything costs money, and that's a problem.
True.
And
Like,
that's just that,
And
but-
plus, there are laws around homeschooling.
here-
Well, in some
wait,
states, who
but,
knows?
but here's the thing, though. Isn't like parents like most parents? Like, if you got a lot of parents, right? Go to the school parents, get all the school parents, all the parents.
Well,
like,
they are trying. I mean, there are things going on with school board seats and stuff. So
yeah. I don't know how come they don't vote these people out.
well,
Because-
they haven't.
because
They
they
started
want
doing it
the
because it takes
clowns.
time. It takes because the problem is that it takes time for the next election to come up, and that's the problem. Is that these people in the meantime are basically in there until the next election. So yeah, that's what happens.
And the problem is these behaviors in schools not just only happen with colleges, it's also happened like when in the situation that they're too afraid being bullied. That's the problem.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of it. Is people are afraid of because
And
they're afraid of Twitter. Basically, they're afraid of someone taking it to Twitter if they say anything.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
and
That's why I think Musk having Twitter is one of the grand might actually be what even if Twitter falls, collapse, and ceases to exist, it will open up. It will open up. It will basically open up the ability for people to speak out without having their without being canceled
yeah.
by Twitter, because Twitter wouldn't
We
exist.
gotta guess. Hold on, I gotta let. Oh, it's Bubba. Yo,
Alright.
and hold on.
Howdy.
There we go.
Okay. So let's
Okay.
see what I'm
You-
gonna say.
Yeah, hey guys. Cerno, you still gotta be careful with that, man. Wait, who was just talking? Was it Cerno or Evie?
I think it was
It
Sano.
was Sono.
Okay, Cerno, you still gotta be careful with that. Just because you can't get canceled on Twitter doesn't mean the whole damn world ain't watching. Doesn't mean that whatever platform you get on next, they ain't gonna come after your ass.
I mean, this is why
I'm saying that if Twitter falls, people who are not on any platform, I'm talking about people who are not on Twitter, having to worry about what Twitter says because all the brand accounts are on Twitter.
That's fair. That's fair. But
Yeah.
I'm talking about your average Joe who doesn't have a Twitter account.
So
Yeah.
real quick, is that guy that I'm feuding with right now? Is he the one that did that stupid ass video on you, Mr. Anime?
Yeah,
Like three months ago?
And not only him, but also my friend Jason X4.
All
Oh,
right.
Yeah,
crap.
He's coming at that guy Claymore, right?
Yeah, Clay
Well,
or
Claymore.
Konosuke.
I'm punking his ass pretty good right now. So yeah.
At least a good thing
Keep
Claymore
it
haven't come
freaking
out.
going. Don't lose that momentum there, Bubba. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
Don't
The
lose that
thing is,
momentum.
the thing is yeah, that's why the Twitter buyout was so important, because
Yeah.
even if Twitter stays alive, at least us being able to fight back is something. Because
And-
before, like, I'm not sure if the things haven't changed yet, but I suspect once Twitter is off of being solely funded by mostly advertiser revenue, you know, maybe things will change once they get off of the ad addiction.
Yeah.
Huh. I was
And the
Googling
problem
the
is,
other
I'm
day.
gonna say this: with people shouldn't be relying on Twitter or whatever is on the internet. It's like they're too afraid. That's how I boycotted certain cons that I couldn't go anymore because of these type of people.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The brand accounts are the problem. I think that's why I say if Twitter falls, then like if you're not on any social media, you could still be canceled because all these Twitter mobs can just at the brand account
And here's the other
of the
thing.
company you work at,
And here's the
and without Twitter, they had less access to the brands. They wouldn't be able to contact the brands as easily.
And here's the other thing. It's all because they just focus on mob justice, which is basically bullying in a way. And
Yeah,
mob
it
justice.
is. It
And the
is.
point is, mob justice. The only thing is, fuck the mob. Anyways, the mobs need to be blasted out with a Gatling gun.
Hmm.
And if they think about if they want to use Twitter and try to threat people to go to the company, guess what? The companies need to learn to defend themselves.
The problem is a lot of them
Exactly.
are boomers from pre-internet era.
I mean,
And the problem is that any younger people would agree with them because they're indoctrinated fucktards from the colleges.
And
see, that's the scary thing, though. You have someone like myself and Mr. A, who happens to be both millennials, and we don't agree with these people we taught beliefs.
The problem now is Gen Z,
yeah,
Oh shit, man, each and every generation.
the Zoomer generation. Yeah, they're the ones that Let's just say our country's gonna go to hell because of the Zoomers.
yeah.
I don't
This
want
is
to be
because
associated
Because they're old
with
enough to
Zoomers,
vote.
despite being 20 years old.
And the problem is I don't like to get too political on things. Like I know here's the thing that why
The
conservatives
thing
and
is
Republicans
that
failed.
politics directly affects our hobbies because
Yeah.
now these progressives, so called, are now targeting the otaku community. They're targeting the content, like with the whole payment processor thing. This is
Yeah.
all progressive ideals,
So
specifically with hentai and stuff. These are feminist ideals, or third wave being pushed.
Yeah.
Of censoring
Okay.
stuff
Yeah,
to
because-
I
control
hate
the
to cut you off there,
narrative.
freaking turnout, but what you call progressive, I call regressive.
Yeah, they're
Because-
regressive.
I will.
That's
I
that's
will
what
I mean,
also
they
like-
all
called.
are
They
regressive
call
because-
themselves
Guys?
progressive, but they're not.
Yeah. But I mean, the issue is, so they want to say they're progressive, but yet they are regressive because they
Yeah,
keep
they want to
forgetting
they want
that there are
to
women out
regress us
there
back to the
who-
1500s.
There are women out there who like spicy, who like lewd, but yet their voices get
Yeah.
unnoticed, as well as
They're
every,
decried as pick me's.
yes,
That's a
yeah.
slur towards women
and
by other
also-
women as pick me.
And also, well, I mean, not just with women, but we in the LGBT community, if we say, hey, this is stupid, we're told to quiet down and shut up and stop being a pick me. When it's like, if anyone's being the pick me, it's you. You are the one who's standing up here saying you want a gay ass Superman. Meanwhile, me, DD, and every other member of the LGBT are like, oh wow.
Don't forget me.
Have VTubers, yeah, and also Mr. A, VTubers Pop really does LGBT a good service.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is why. Yeah, because like the thing is, like a lot of people don't realize, like as the artist, this whole Lottie and Shota, this whole Lottie and Shota controversy that goes on in Pixie is affecting me because it's like I tend to loot my OCs as well, and when it comes to Cults Party, it even makes matters worse. I draw them and civil work.
Yeah.
I'm like looking like how the fuck. I'm like at this point, like I'm like getting commissions for it. That's great and all, but if I have to worry about getting potentially banned because
So someday, I think commissions will have to. As much as I hate like the whole crypto bros and those idiots
Yeah.
who can't seem to
grow up.
who treat it like an investment instead of a currency. Those people are the problem. The people who are treating it like a stock instead of
It gets a currency.
Yeah, because the thing is that crypto is meant for people to keep their own currency on their own systems, not have it at these damn exchanges. And this is why those people were the idiots who kept their crypto in those fucking exchanges. Is how they got bit by the whole FTX bullshit.
Yeah, it's all because this FTX was a big scandal going on. Guess what?
Ooh, that's a whole can of worms. There was a lot of I think that thing was a whole controversy in itself.
And guess what? Things
That
might
could have its
happen.
own stream.
And here's the thing, like, what will happen with certain companies? They might end up having one of these special cards so people can buy without using their credit card.
Yeah, that's what we need. That's what we need is alternatives to credit cards. That's
Like,
what
for
we
me-
need a way to pay internationally without credit cards. That's exactly what we need.
Like for me, like it's like when I usually go to the store, I just buy a $10 or $20 Nintendo eShop card. I don't need to use a credit card for that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
think
get that.
what I think we need Rakuten Pay, and all these other Japanese payment providers that have prepaid cards to sell the cards over here. They need to sell cards over here so that we could pick them up at maybe a specialty shop. Because I'm not sure if the main retailers would carry them, but a way to buy them at a store, use the code, stuff like that, because we're going to have to go to prepaid systems because these credit card companies want to be such assholes.
Yeah, and that's why I use Mojo my money at is when it comes to prepaid, because I don't want to rely on like a credit card company that can potentially fuck me over.
Yeah, and that's the problem is that really for online commerce right now there really is no alternative to credit cards except crypto. That's the only alternative, and it's like you'd think that we would have systems where you could directly use your bank account as some sort of your checking as some sort of just direct thing. And I think that we should have a system that's more decentralized where each bank can process its own payments through just direct transfers instead of having to go through debit systems.
Yeah.
Exactly, but
Having an
that's just the thing.
Yeah, we need an alternative to these credit card companies because these credit card companies, there's too few of them. There's only Visa and MasterCard that can do things overseas, and to me, this duopoly is the problem, especially MasterCard because they're the ones probably pulling the strings.
And that's
Yeah,
the problem.
but we don't know about what happened to American Express and other companies. That's the other weird
Wait,
situation.
American Express, they're basically they're basically going full. They're basically full Andrew Torba.
Yeah.
Because they don't accept porn. They don't allow that.
Because they're a bunch of just sad, pathetic virgins. I mean, if you're offended by
basically, as far as
pornography,
porn goes, they're
you
basically
have
Andrew
a limp ass dick and need some testosterone pumped into your ass.
And the problem is, I'm just saying, these people who just so obsessed with porn and try and say, oh, they worry about situations like this. And here's the problem, because as much as
what I think what needs to happen is these people,
Whoa,
these companies.
Whoa! Let Evie finish. Let Evie finish. Okay, Evie.
All right. As much as I'm gonna say this, I know as much I don't like how PAX make things wrong on one side, and the other side that I know he's telling the right stuff. They're saying about how young kids shouldn't be looking at that stuff, and these people who have that mentality shouldn't be looking at that. But like I'm talking about, like in a situation that kids shouldn't be looking at sexual stuff at a certain age on the internet. And at the same time, well, there's some people who've been addicted to much of that pornography. They don't have a lack of moderation. That's the problem.
But all the rest of us shouldn't have to be restricted just because a few people can't control themselves.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Is we can't restrict the rights of the many just because the few can't control themselves. That's the problem.
A lot of back in school. I don't know if it has happened to you, but though. When I was in school, I remember this one time, the asshole was being an asshole in class, right? And the teacher said, if you keep being an asshole, the whole class is going to write 50 sentences on not being an asshole.
Yeah, that kind of stuff needs to stop.
Guess what happened? asshole kept being an asshole, and we all had to write motherfucking 50 damn
I would have rebelled. I would have just walked out.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't
Fuck
do
you.
it. I didn't fucking do it. I got sent to detention, and I still didn't do it because, like, why should I write 50 sentences?
I think
because
that
this
when if that
idiot
happens, your parents should have
stop.
homeschooled you.
Yeah.
Your parents should have just pulled you out of that school. That's what needs to start happening. Parents need to start pulling their kids out of these fucking schools who do shit like that.
Yeah.
Start having some consequences for these schools.
Or start getting overtaking these school systems.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we need to get rid of this group punishment bullshit because guess what? That's also a communist ideal.
That's true.
Yeah. Oh, also, fun fact. It's also against the military too.
Yeah, I mean, it never happens anywhere else except for these schools. It's like they're trying to program kids that it's somehow okay to punish a whole group for what one person does. This is the problem. Is our school systems have taught this bullshit, and I think it needs to be stopped.
See, and
Yeah,
that's the biggest problem we're facing right now is that it starts in the school system. But whether you go work in a factory, whether you go work in a department store, whether you end up in the military, whether you end up in prison, it's all that same mentality. Everybody's trained with that same mentality.
Yeah.
That's what someone needs to step in and say none of this cannot happen anymore, and I think it has to come from the school boards.
Yeah.
This is why there's an importance to vote, because people need to understand. That's why I went out my way to vote. You think I want to have this bullshit? Because I'm like, oh, if school systems want to have to do this shit, oh boy, what happens if you have to get a job somewhere? And they'll be like, oh, one coworker decided to do retarded shit. And guess what? You all lose your job because some one retarded coworker.
That's the problem with these corporations. Honestly, these corporations need to stop firing people over stuff that doesn't even apply. They should tell the person to fuck off.
Yeah.
And if their investors aren't happy, find new investors.
Yeah.
It would be a problem now, but I'm talking about like in good economic times. There should be no reason why you can't just find someone else who isn't going to be an asshole.
And that's the reason
we need people in the investor class who are not assholes and who will not fall for this ESG bullshit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And here's the thing I'm just gonna say, let me say this, these cons right now, as I said yesterday, they're not gonna last very long, and you know why most cons are being sponsored by Crunchyroll and Viz Media, which is a big issue.
Oh yeah.
Because it's a monopoly.
And again, and the thing is that I feel like here's the tie-in here. I feel like this credit card thing might actually affect VTubers one day, where VTubers like Alice might not be able to find any way to get payments because Visa and MasterCard will breathe down the neck of anywhere she goes, and she won't be able to ever get, other than people mail, unless she has a PO box where people can mail in checks. And money.
Look what happened, or what is happening to Alex Jones. Now, don't get me wrong, the man is a crackpot.
Right.
But the thing is that first off, he's a crackpot that's been right more times than any of us should be comfortable admitting.
Yeah.
Second of all, they started attacking him, but then they attacked, a bunch of the Twitter mob attacked YouTube until YouTube decided to take him off air. A bunch of other YouTubers, peer pressured them into taking him off air. But then after that was said and done, the FCC, a fucking government organization, came after him and systematically shut down radio stations that were carrying him. The man only has a show because he is able to foot the bill, was able to foot the bill for his own private entity, and even then he was heavily restricted by the corporations that own the internet, by the FCC that runs the American Airwaves.
The FCC, that should be a First Amendment violation.
Well, it is a First Amendment violation, and they didn't give two shits. And the worst part about
that's because of Chevron deference.
But
and here's the other thing I'm gonna say this.
Sorry, guys, you want to hear something?
But then it got to the point.
Whoa! Nep wanted to say something. Go ahead, Nep.
I will say this though. There's a reason why, as much as we all don't like quantum TV, I don't want to be taken down on YouTube because let's be real. people they've been trying to get rid of this guy. And like, look, I don't like Quantum TV, this YouTuber who made a bad review about the whole enemy and the Steam Deck.
The problem is he tried to take down others. He should be banned for abusing the copyright system, not because of his content.
But here's the thing, though. Because at that point, I feel like YouTube, if YouTube don't want to do it, then hey, that's that. We should just leave it as be.
Well, here's the thing. The problem is this Quantum TV. It's his abuse of the copyright system that he should be taken off for. Not anything. Not any of his content.
Yeah.
It's what he was doing with the copyright system, going after the Act-Man and stuff, that he should be that Quantum TV needs to be held accountable for.
Yeah. But just to finish real quick what I was saying, it's gotten to the point he's being taken. Now this is not a this is again not a federal suit, it's a civil suit, but everybody is biased against him. Yes, he had a very, very bad take. And I'm not entirely sure he was completely wrong. There were actors among the there were bad actors among the actual victims. He was stupid saying that they were all actors, but the thing is that regardless, the man is being persecuted legally. Persecuted.
These court. I think that there needs to be. This has to go to the Supreme Court. This has to, because otherwise free speech is dead in America if someone has a stick up their ass.
Well,
I think that what these people want is a fucking payday. They just want a payday.
But free speech doesn't really exist, though.
I don't know. It exists only if you're the right person.
Yeah.
That's why this lawsuit. Someone has to. There needs to be laws changed. There has to be some laws changed. They probably won't change in Connecticut, but we need some kind of protection. We need the federal government to step in to protect. I do think that there is a role for them to protect individuals from state and corporate power.
Yeah.
They should.
Well, see, but that's the biggest problem, though. Half the corporations pay for the state. You know, and as wrong as that is, that's why free speech doesn't really exist. Now, I feel like whether it be Twitter, whether it be YouTube, whether it be Google themselves,
Discord,
all of these, Instagram, all of them take subsidized money from the government. All of them take taxpayer money. To me, that means
it's a waste of money.
Well, no, all of them should automatically be bound by the First Amendment and by the rest of the Constitution.
I agree.
Of that alone.
Agreed. Okay. If they take government money, they should be bound by the First Amendment. Just like, if they want to do whatever they want, they should have to be a truly private company, not subsidized by the government.
Yeah, it's true.
They're not a private company where they should be This is why the whole private company, they can do whatever they want, is not a thing. And the same thing goes with Visa and MasterCard in like heavily regulated industries where there's only two players because of all the regulations.
But
they should not be able to do whatever they want.
Look at it
even
from
if
the
they
other
are a so-called
direction,
private
though.
company.
The reason why the families of the Sandy Hook victims are able to get this across, the reason why it's so easy to persecute Alex Jones is because he's rich, he's considered powerful, he does have a lot of sway with people, but I mean, look, the flip side to that, the problem is it's a slippery slope, because the moment, like for instance, the anti-slap laws, should honest to God have protected Alex Jones, because he was tried in Texas. But the thing is that they didn't protect Alex Jones, but they condemned Vic Mañana. And those laws didn't go into effect until after he had already brought his suit, and yet he was still held to that standard, even if they want to pretend he wasn't.
Yeah.
This is the reason why I said time again that we need to start having better laws that do not protect these type of people, because these type of people, they don't deserve any form of protection.
I think that this has to go to the Supreme Court, and there needs to be some kind of reinterpretation of Texas's defamation law.
And not just
and they also need the thing is Connecticut won't change because Connecticut's a blue state. So
I mean,
that's where the real damage was done, is Connecticut.
It's like the point is, I feel like we need to start having heavier support for freedom of speech.
Yeah.
Honestly, the only thing that can save Alex Jones is if there was a bill that basically bailed him out. But then these families become
Okay.
trillionaires.
Okay, guys, let's focus on something else besides politics, because basically,
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with that headache anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, understandable. What's your
Yeah,
change
like
topic?
I say, and I'm just saying these people now these days are just they need to learn to leave people alone.
I made my pre-order for Pokemon Scarlet, and I
Nice.
look forward
Oh
to
yeah, speaking of that, I'm about to get Pokemon Scout as well too, eventually.
it. Nice.
I'm getting
Yeah.
both.
So
Awesome.
yeah, we're my fiance and I are getting both of them. I have not, full disclosure, I have not actually played a Pokemon game in like 10
That's
years.
fine.
I keep getting them for her, and eventually I'll get caught up. I own one from every generation. I just, I lost track way back when I was a teenager. My copy of Pokemon Platinum got stolen, and ever since then, I just ain't been able to get back into it. I got too far behind, But
They killed
anyway.
your mojo.
Yes, they did. But then I discovered Dragon Warrior Monsters or Dragon Quest Monsters and Yokai Watch, and things. I found my mojo in a different monster arena. But anyway, no. Okay, so Vic is supposed to be at a convention in Wichita Falls on December 11th, 12th, or 10th, 11th, and 12th, I think. But they've also got a bunch of others. What I like about this is that it's like about 45 minutes away from where they're holding EchiCon, and it provides a pretty family friendly alternative to what's going to be going on over there. And so we need to pay attention to these numbers and make it out if you can. I'm certainly going to try. It's 4 hours away from where I live, but I'm going to try to make it out there, because if they can get their numbers high enough, despite obviously they're not going to outmatch EchiCon for numbers, but like you were talking about earlier about them being backed by Viz Media and Crunchyroll and everything, if their numbers are high enough despite being so close to EchiCon during the same weekend, then that's literally you want a morale boost, you want a moral victory. That's how you do it. That is a spit in their eye, and the tickets are cheaper. It's convention wise, like arena wise, it's almost the same size. They've got a shit ton of vendors that go through there. They're gonna have basically everybody that's not at EchiCon there. So I think that the Super Minicon in Wichita Falls, the 9th the 10th through the 12th, I think, but it's whatever weekend that is in December. I am. I'm gonna see if I can make it out there.
So anyways, about with cons, like as much as I know, like cons need to find sponsors. They don't need Crunchyroll or let's say or Viz Media. They need to find something like go for local businesses that can help and volunteer.
Yeah. Also, speaking of freaking sponsors, I really want to see if I can get my podcast sponsored as well. So,
ooh, it should be sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
No, Raid Shadow Legends.
No.
Guys, so spoilers for my new video.
I mean, that would be absolutely hilarious though if you fucking sold out like that, Mr.
I'm sponsored
Okay.
by
No, not selling out. Go ahead, Shadow.
So my newest video, in my newest video, spoilers, I've got my first sponsor.
By Raid Shadow Legends.
I'm not going to tell you guys who the sponsor is until the video comes.
That's awesome, Shadow.
It's totally Raid Shadow Legends, guys.
But anyways, my newest video is going to be a top 10 DCAU villains list.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
But also, Evie.
Yeah?
What were you saying a moment ago before Shadow interrupted?
I said I was sponsored by Coffee Brand Coffee since I applied for the affiliate.
Wait, coffee?
Yeah, that's
awesome.
Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers, isn't it? That's his brand.
The quartering.
Oh, the quartering.
Oh, quartering.
Oh, still Jeremy, and technically still works for Geeks and Gamers. So
Oh, that was awesome, man! Congrats.
That's awesome, man. Yeah.
I look forward to the day when I get to be sponsored.
I mean, if I ever did get sponsored,
honestly, I'm surprised
I would be more than happy to be sponsored by Adam and Eve.
But
that'd be cool.
Honestly,
I'm
I'm
just basically
surprised I got
I'm
a
an affiliate
sponsorship
type of person.
considering how small I am.
Yeah.
You're
But
cheap.
though I'm also
Dio,
sponsored by Humble Bundle and also Fanatical.
I
Yeah.
don't know if there are enough tentacle dildos to sponsor you, man.
Oh my. Now
What
I'm
the-
wet.
Mama, I am holding you responsible for that one. I am holding you responsible.
Okay. But where you see fault, I take credit.
Mm. Now I'm wet.
Oh God, he's gonna bring out the perverted Isoni
Well,
again.
no. Think about it. Think about it. I just thought about I thought about
What?
an idea. Sorry.
Gonna mute.
Hold
I'll
on.
be right
Oh.
back.
Guys, I'll be right back.
Okay. But anywho.
Well, I can tell y'all this real quick. I thought about the perfect idea for a sex toy. Make it
no.
make it look like a leech, but let it have a diaphragm cup in it and call it the bloodletter.
Oh my.
It's literally
Oh.
a period toy.
Then you fucking ruined it.
You better hope that's not copyrighted by someone.
So it's the perfect toy for a feminist.
I thought a pacifier would be a puppet toy for a feminist.
Nah, I mean, the feminists, they love talking about the fucking periods and shit, so.
Hey.
Well, no. I was thinking about it. You didn't get the pun. Period. You know, it's supposed to be a medieval. Okay. Anyway, the point is, the point is that it'd be a themed piece. To say the least, but yeah, no, you could make a killing off of that. It definitely looked like you killed somebody.
Honestly, I should just draw. Honestly, in the future, I should just draw something, make a mocking joke. I mean, for feminists, and be like, "Oh, so a feminist, this is what you people want me to represent you. Okay, I'll give you representation. Put them in a diaper and pacifier."
To be fair, there is the infantism fetish.
Damn it, Dio, why do you have to ruin the joke?
Hey, Langbo 9999. Yeah, that's not a Thanksgiving turkey. That's a thankless, like you know, what pheasant at best.
Man, that's a bold, fugly ass pug.
Oh no! Do you know what a turkin is? It's a half turkey, half chicken that usually have bald necks. They are ugly as sin, and they look. I mean, they look like they're on the verge of death on a normal day. That's what she is. She's a thankless turkin.
I think this turkin.
What?
Why did that sound so familiar though? I think I probably heard that in history class.
What the hell's a turkin?
It's half turkey, half chicken, but they look ugly as fuck.
Do they actually exist?
Yes, they do. Look them
you know what
up.
else exists? Hold on. Here's a fun fact. In the Middle East, there is a legit chicken that's basically a naked chicken, as in it has no feathers. Now, mind you, this is a genetic mutation. They were, bred to be like this because, first of all, it's the Middle East, and secondly, this makes it easy for them to, prep them up and shit.
Thank you guys for ruining Thanksgiving for me.
Well, Shadow, I'm pretty sure you're going to ruin your own Thanksgiving.
Okay, but to be fair, if you found an albino one of those, that'd be hilarious. You could you could go into an Amish community and just release it. They'd think there's a ghost running around.
Oh,
wait.
no.
I wonder how much. Hold on a second. Quick question though. I wonder how they taste though.
Tastes like chicken.
I mean, Halloween was already ruined.
You
for me
probably-
since I'm old, and Christmas was ruined for me since I had COVID last Christmas, and it kind of killed my Christmas spirit. But Thanksgiving was the one holiday I was.
Shadow, I'm pretty sure something would have happened at Thanksgiving, like you would be eating, your fucking turkey, and mommy would be like, "You're chewing too loudly."
Oh, to be fair, one thing I did one Thanksgiving that I remember my family was getting to argument over something stupid.
She would probably do that.
Try having family was getting to argument at Thanksgiving. That's kind of a good sign.
Shadow man, you've got to quit like feeling so upset about things, man.
And
No,
no, he's such a
Yeah.
weenie.
no, no,
All right,
no, no, no. I
back.
wasn't even going there. I wasn't even going there. Just,
I
just
mean-
hear me out, man. Christmas,
But you know he's a
leave,
weenie.
leave bad Christmas to last year, and focus on new Christmas. You know,
Yeah.
and on Thanksgiving, think about regular stuffing, not the other kind. Anyway,
Yeah.
the point is that there are you got to move on from this stuff. I'll be honest with you. When I was a kid, I took stuff way too literally. Like this one kid called me a turd muncher, and I threw up everywhere
Well,
because
also,
I
yeah,
thought
but
about
here's
it
the
too
thing.
hard, and I was like 7. But that's not the point.
Here's the
Yeah.
thing. Here's the thing. GQ. I'm pretty sure you were way cooler and more awesome and manlier
You should
than
have.
fucking Shadow here is. Like
You
Shadow
should have
is
thrown
a
up on
beta.
that kid.
Shadow here
Oh,
is
trust me,
a.
it wasn't for lack of trying. He was just too far away.
But
I mean,
Shadow
he's fine.
here is basically a beta meld.
Oh, don't be like
Oh.
that. I know it's funny to mess with Shadow, but don't get too mean.
I mean, Shadow.
I mean, like you, I'm pretty sure you were more cooler than Shadow was.
To be fair,
Later on, when I was that young, no, I was not. You know, but I didn't get cool until my teenage years.
So,
Yeah.
hold on a second. In defense of Shadow, he could be worse. He could be in his 40s, and he could be a lot worse than Shadow right now. So, I'll say Shadow is young.
You know what?
Come on,
I'm
Tom.
glad you brought that up because I was watching D&D horror stories. I shared it on DD server, and there's a story of this 40-year-old man who, let's just say, whenever there's a fucking female NPC, he wanted to bang her, and it had to be hot, and it's just he excreted virgin rape.
Too much information. I when I'm saying that, so it could be a lot worse, and I just think we should cut him some slack.
Like, this was a
really-
40-year-old virgin. Like
Yeah.
the beta of betas.
So what you're saying is, if you ever played D&D with this man, all of the female NPCs in all of the game would have to be half dwarf, half goblin, fat women.
Oh,
Wait,
No,
so
I'm
you
going
mean
to
a
kick
mixed
him
race
out
freaking
of
Nixy?
my session because I'm not gonna, have that creep in my damn story. I mean, like, I got fucking Dee Dee here, who's a female, and I know it's gonna make her uncomfortable. So it's like, nah, you cannot be in this session and be a creep.
I gotta. I mean, come on. We're all creeps. We're just not as bad as him. So
Well,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
you just
Wait, why did I have to be not to do this shit?
But no, I mean, like I said though, I'm pretty sure you were way more fucking tougher and cooler than damn Shadow. I mean,
but
Shadow
again,
is-
I was kind of a scaredy
You
cat
can blame
too
my
until I got
parents
older
for
too.
not having a
You
spine.
know, yeah, no, you like all that stuff came as I got older.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
Shadow, you lack a spine. It's like a Jedi mode where your spine should be.
Again, you can blame my parents.
Yes,
Sh-
you can
Shadow.
blame your fucking parents.
Shadow, you know what Hank Hill said about mush. You can't build it up, but you can't break it down either. Come on, play to your strengths, man.
No, exactly.
Oh,
Please
also, don't forget propane and propane accessories.
I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you what, that boy ain't right.
I mean,
Oh, my favorite King of the Hill quote of all time. What kind of country is this when you can only hate a man if he's white?
I mean to be fair though, Shadow. You just
The
gotta
problem
come
is, so the only thing is, as much as I say before, we need to just not just build our own content. We had to build our own social infrastructure. To be honest, as in if people want to go to cons again, we had to build the alternative.
Yeah, true.
Exactly. But
That's the reason why, that's the reason why I said if I had to say one day.
And the problem is with with going to cons, it costs a lot to travel and everything in a hotel room. 'Cause I don't
Well,
want to
yeah, but like I said, if you'll support regional cons versus the big national names or even the international names, like for instance, Super Minicon has been all over the place. They're called Super Anime Con, but the one they just did in Lawton was a mini convention, and it was freaking packed, and like it was packed like a full size convention. And this one they're doing down in Wichita Falls is a full size convention. These guys are competitive. They are big enough, and they're not alone. There are others in each region.
Wait, was that the one that Vic was a part of?
Yes, that's the one I was at this past Saturday.
Oh, that's right there. We need people like Vic who are real deal, voice actors and stuff like that who actually care about the fans to be sponsoring these cons, and not these, checkmark, blue-haired, virgin
You mean way more
losers.
hero? You mean the way more
Alright,
hero
we know,
bastards?
and not just only these losers, also we need to also not have any corporate sponsors in the way.
And we also need to make sure we keep an eye on the quote unquote. I mean, the Puritans, our favorite type of tie cats who love to go on about religion and on, and want to censor every damn thing as well.
And the point is, I prefer to have basically have local businesses get involved because it'll be
Well,
one thing.
yes, but they're a local corporate. I mean, there's local corporate too. The problem is you're not. I mean, you need as deep a pockets as you can get without them being afraid of the Twitter mob.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
That's why I said we need to.
Although it does seem like we can have an even footing on Twitter now, because Elon Musk isn't putting up with liberal bullshit anymore.
Yeah.
But you still got to be careful. If you say something that sounds like a direct threat, he'll still let you get taken down.
Here's the thing. Like, I mean, I do kind of agree with that. Like, you shouldn't go
I
around
agree with that
saying,
too, but yeah.
Like, you should go around saying, I want to beat the living fuck out of you, or I want to see you die. Because no, that is not okay.
Well, but you'll notice Matt has not been banned from Twitter again since Elon took over.
The little disappearance.
Wait, you were gone?
To keep it down again.
Oh wait, you were gone?
Yeah, I had to talk to Mom to tell her I wasn't even talking.
Like I said,
That's awesome.
Like me and Didi said, your ass is fucking butters.
And that's for me. Like, I couldn't go back to my local minicon, but it's kind of far where I am. But if I take the car or take the bus and train.
Like, I can just imagine Shadow will just be eating in his room, as just be eating a sandwich or even drinking, and his mother's will come in like, keep the noise down.
Yes.
You are so loud.
Okay. As much as I say about the minicon, well, here's one thing: I couldn't do my gaming events anymore, so I had to find a new place where I could do my gaming events.
Anyway, I gotta go.
Hell,
Later.
Okay,
Later.
bye, Serno. Hell,
Have a
it's
good one,
to the
Serno.
point where I have to record my videos at night, just so I don't hear Mom complain about me talking.
Oh wait,
at the middle of the night.
Oh, Serno didn't do his farewell speech thing.
Well, it's fine.
It's fine.
Like, seriously, I mean, like, we're talking 12 a.m. to 1 a.m. or 2 a.m.
Wait, what are you doing at that time of night, though?
Recording,
watching
my
furry
I was going to
video.
say I'm at work by that time.
He's watching furry porn.
Shadow, if you don't mind me asking, what state are you in? Like, don't be specific, just general.
Ohio.
He's in
Ohio.
Ohio.
Oh, that's right. We talked about that
AKA
yesterday.
the state that sucks.
Remember we made fun of him for being Ohio because nothing happens in Ohio. It
Yeah.
Okay,
sucks.
come on. It's the Buckeye State, man. You can't down on them too bad.
Yeah, if
Who
I
cares
was in
about
Ohio,
the state?
it won't
They
be
do
an
have
issue.
one of the best college football programs of all time.
Does that really matter?
Well, I don't know. You got to understand. I was a jock too. I wasn't just a geek.
I mean,
Yeah, see, there you go. That's how you're even more cooler than fucking Shadow is. Like,
here's
Shadow.
the thing. I mean, here's the thing.
Yeah,
Shadow.
but you don't want to be the guy reading Harry Potter in the locker room when the coach walks in. He's like, Bubba, What? And everybody does call me Bubba. He's like, Bubba, isn't there enough fucking wand waving in here without that shit? Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Hold on for a second. People actually do that though? Huh.
He was
Didn't know that.
it was a locker room. He was talking about it was a pun.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
mean,
Enough
yeah.
wand
Hey,
waving.
wait a minute, hold on. Now, since you said
Yeah,
boy,
be right back again.
I'm assuming your coach was Foghorn Leghorn. Like, boy, let me tell you, boy, we don't read Harry Potter in here, boy. Now listen here. I say, listen here.
I thought you said chat.
My coach my coach was actually a little bit closer to to an extra from 3-6 Mafia than he was Foghorn Leghorn.
Mm.
Yeah.
But also I gotta say this. Basically, I actually allowed my alter ego to play Five Nights at Freddy's
I saw
security
that video.
breach. Oh, besides, that would actually mean so much to him if you guys could actually just check it out and let him know how he's doing. Because basically, I will be doing more segments of playing Five Nights at Freddy's with my alter ego, though.
I just want to know who can beat who up.
Hey, we both actually have a mutual understanding with each other. I don't get on his nerves, he don't get on mine.
Yeah.
Okay, but which one has the bigger penis?
Okay, we're not talking about this.
Okay.
No, we are talking about this.
Here's what
No,
you do.
question
Here's what you do. You get it in your hand and then you compare and measure.
I'm seriously surprised that we actually.
Oh boy. I don't
Yeah.
think.
That's, yeah, since I'm just saying, because besides, since I talked about Pax earlier ago, well, Pax, I know he's in the same religion as I am, but the problem is he doesn't know well about how things going on. But he'd say, oh, he went against hentai, but I got his point about porn.
Wait. You mean that guy? Literally called a retard early in the morning? And I'm looking at him dude, I'm also a Christian. I'm looking dude, relax.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
And here's the thing, I'm gonna say this, there's, if they worry about lewd stuff or hentai, whatever, don't they have any lewd stuff in the Bible? I'm just asking.
Oh no! You forget. Go to art museums. Oh, you're gonna quickly realize how many lewd art and art museums, because these people forget that there are statues that actually have certain genitalia, both men and women. So
And
Yeah.
pig.
Yeah, the Venus de Milo, for instance.
And
Yeah.
I mean, are you gonna tear down those statues? I can't wait for these people. I mean, do such a dumb thing like that.
Yeah, and I'm just saying, there's
Because
some
they
lewd
dumb.
stuff in the Bible along with violent stuff, and also the Virgin Mary was a loli.
Ara.
Wait. The Virgin Mary was what?
Was a loli.
In technicality, she was 13 or so. And also in technicality, there's no consent. God just said,
God,
hey.
please don't strike me down with the rest of them.
God
Well,
just said, hey.
I don't even know what's going on though.
Yeah.
God just said, hey.
He's talking about the Virgin Mary being depicted as a lolly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Fate series. I has idea.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you're talking about. I mean, Jesus. The saint, Jesus. Jesus' mom. I know you guys talking about now. Okay,
So,
that makes sense.
But
Yeah.
anywho, back to the topic. Now, like I said, I got my Pokemon Scarlet. I am hyped. I am going to be going with Frey Coco because his final evolution looks absolutely amazing. And I'm definitely going to have LeChonk on my team because I love cute little piggies. I wanted a pockety pig as a pet, but sadly I can't have one in real life, so, well, I gotta do this instead.
Yeah.
You think that requires a fun, right?
Yeah, besides, with the Pokemon, well, I'm going with Sprigatito because I know this evolution, but I don't want to go with Quaxly because I know Quaxly, it kind of looked like a duck. It didn't evolve to a certain duck. It looks like more of a peacock who's on the carnival mode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the water Pokemon as a starter.
Oh yeah. By the way, congratulations, your team won in the Spratfest.
Yeah.
Just wiggle it.
Yeah.
Wiggle it.
Which,
But
you know,
I actually, but I kind of actually had to play. I had my alter ego play Five Nights at Freddy's since Lane actually tried playing and she couldn't be able to, muster it anymore. She
Yeah.
kind of gave up after the freaking sun drop, moon drop type situation because she kind of chickened out on that one. But
Yeah.
Why?
mm.
Why?
I don't blame her. I don't blame her. So I decided to actually play that on her behalf.
Where is the?
And I'm just saying, as I'm saying before, but later on, since I'm not sure what I'll do with my schedule next month, since like I have other things to do besides making videos and other stuff, and since I have so much stuff to handle, cause scheduling and everything.
Makes sense.
But I'm not sure when I'll
Yeah,
be.
sure.
I'm not sure when I'll be joining in the stream anyway, so it depends on my work schedule. It depends anyway. If not, well, I'll be on the later stream if anyone want to join in.
Wait, there's a later stream. I didn't realize that.
Not for me, because I'm planning to do like one of these type of talks like that in like StreamYard situation.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, yeah, as I said, I find it funny in real life. One of my friends in real life was like looking at. I show one of my friends my artwork, and who happens to be a furry, and he's just like, "Wait, that's a lottie." And I look at him like, "Yeah, oh shit." And we just had the most like. We just had the most. I mean, stereotypical conversations.
Yeah, you should have just looked at him and said, "No shit, Sherlock."
I did that, and he was on the phone. I was looking at him like, and I was like, "But why would you like?" He's just like looking at me like, "Why would you like it?" I'm like looking at him like, "Because I can. You're a furry, and I'm a Melodicon. Problem?"
Yeah, that's the other thing I find absolutely ironic as hell. Is the furry community always talks about fucking, Luricon and Shurikon being bad, and said, like, dude, you literally are in technicality, bestiality. Sure, you can say, oh, but they're anthropomorphic.
Okay, I'm
It
back.
doesn't matter. It's, wow, you were gone?
Yeah, I ate lunch with Dad.
Huh.
Oh.
Noticed that you were gone. But anyway, as I was saying though, it's just
Damn.
as I was saying though, it's just
Hold on, I'll be right back.
you're okay. Alright, well, you are going to sit there and complain about loadies and shoulders, and yet you're the one that watches and enjoys fucking furry porn, which is in technicality bestiality. So why are you shaming me for liking a fictional thing when you like something that would be just as, if not even worse?
Pretty much. Oh, Miss A, I got
Yeah.
some to show the Steam.
Ooh.
But other than that, though, other than that, I did actually do the artwork yesterday. One of my friends was getting my ass, but like when I was doing art yesterday, it was like looking like, "Did you fucking eat?" And I look, I'm like, "No, I didn't eat." And I was like, I was so deeply into doing art, I realized like, shit, I forgot to eat.
Yeah, I usually forget to eat myself.
So
most
the
of the
artwork
time.
on the left, I did that one yesterday, and the art one, the one I did yesterday, the white I did a few days ago. Like the one on the right, I made a interesting caught up when it comes to a sudden electric Pokemon that explodes.
Electrode.
Yep. And I'm just like, I just was like thinking to myself, like, why did I do this? But at the same time, I can't help not to laugh in my head. I used to watch Pokemon.
Hey.
So.
You should actually just you should also take enjoyment in what you do, because basically
Yeah.
you're doing something.
That's
Yeah.
the reason why. That's the reason why I lap all the anti to sit to get mad about my art because I'm looking like bitching about my art is gonna make me do more. So keep bitching to my ears about it.
Which, by
Yeah.
the way, throwing this out there, not just for Evie, but anyone else. Remember, if SJWs hate your work, whether it's art or making a comic book / story, that means you're doing a good job. That means
Yeah.
your story is good. I mean, granted, you also need actual criticism from the fans. So, like, wow, this is good. I enjoy this. I can't wait for the next chapter. Blah blah blah.
Yeah. I'm.
Oh,
So
that's
so
the reason why. That's the reason I'm my own biggest fan. I'm the
so
more cautious when it comes
so
to
far,
critics.
since I'm in the private company, well, possibly I might have enough money to hire an artist at some point.
Oh, speaking of all that, Evie, listen, if you need ideas on how to, make characters and stuff like that, I highly recommend you. Well, first off, did you say that you're going to base your comic on your real life?
No, it's based on my comic book. It's based on my let's say this. It's based on my roleplay adventures, but in the real life situation I have is
Hmm.
basically my implements and like I want to try to make it represent as that is in a different way without.
Okay, now
Yeah.
I got you now.
Yeah.
Now it's more clear. Here's what
Yeah.
I will suggest for you.
Yeah.
Look at and take whatever notes you want from it, but look at redo of healer. The
Yeah.
reason being is because redo of healer was made by someone who firsthand experienced McDonald's frappe.
Yep.
And so he made this out of, I guess you could say, spite.
Understandable.
Yeah. So I might think. So the only thing
Now,
is like.
but remember, there is a difference between loosely basing it off, as again, like with redo of Hero or anything else, versus going out of your way and being like Christian, where
Yeah.
the main bad guy's name is literally the person who fucked you over, and the MC is literally a self-insert of you, but you know, like 6 foot tall, beefcake, and whatever other bullshit.
Yeah, the point is, I don't want to use my real name under my cover. It's gonna be under my name, but I'm not sure if
I
the
heard
situation.
6 foot tall beefcake. Somebody talking about me again?
Whoa.
The point is, I just don't. I want to try to the only thing it's better to have a pen name to keep your name hidden.
Mm-hmm.
Hence the reason why I go with Stevie Lou.
Hmm?
Hence the reason I go with Stevie Lou when it comes to my pen as an artist. So that many people can't really piece apart who they is.
Yeah, that's why I usually. But I'm not sure about my name. It's gonna be a situation, so at some point maybe I have to do a name rebrand or something.
I mean, it can't be the name you have now, Eevee, because I'm pretty sure
Nintendo.
yeah, Nintendo can be like, hey, no, you can't has that name.
But it's gonna be cut off the. I just gotta cut the E's off, and then it's gonna be like that.
So
Okay,
kind of
I
like
think,
Eve.
yeah, I think that
I think
will
like
work.
it's like Eevee, but like Eve. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean now.
Yeah.
Okay. See, that will work.
Yeah, the point is I just cut up the three E's and just try put that, or try put like instead of like that, just go put shiny E cosplayer,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because Eve it's a more common name, and it's actually it's not bad.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
E, cause like the E's the middle name is fine anyway.
Yeah, and well, guys, I'm probably gonna call it good here. So let's get our final goodbyes out of the way.
Well, I want to go first. Alright. So, it was good. It was great. It was fantastic. See y'all next week. And yeah, I'll let you decide very brightly. Also, I'm not gonna lie. It felt like we were kind of, dying, if you will, towards the end there. Like, there was not enough energy, not enough, hype, I guess you could say. I don't know if it was just me or what, but
Yeah, in fact, it's just one of those days, there, dude.
but
I
anywho,
want to go next.
So yeah,
Right.
peace.
All right. Well, Shadow, go ahead.
Stick with the shadows because at the end of the day, the darkness is always with you.
All right. Who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
All right.
Hey, Antis, go outside for once. The flesh out. Oh, by the way, if you're gonna go outside, please wear something warm. It's cold as hell.
Yeah. Anyway, Bubba or Shiny, which one do you want to go next?
I'll let Bubba go first.
All right. Well, it has been fun as usual, and I'm probably about to crash like crazy, man. Midnight to noon freaking sucks for work. But
Yeah.
guys, don't forget to go in, watch at least enough of the video to count as a view. You got to watch at least a full minute, and hit that like so that we can help get Mr. A, get his channel propped up a little bit more. Don't forget to share that kind of thing. Anyway, I'll see you guys later, and next, I'm probably gonna have so many freaking notifications when I get back on Twitter tonight. But I got you though. I ain't gonna let that momentum up. I'm gonna keep hammering him down. Anyway, y'all have a good one.
Yep. Shiny?
Yeah, all right. Since I know, as I said yesterday, just as much we know what goes on here. Just be prepared if anything happens. Like if there's a con downfall happen in the next few years, as in basically if there's no cons around, try start making your own con, get your local business involved, which is the important thing to do, and not just only your local business, get also independent content creators as well to help you out as well. So that's all I'm gonna say.
Yep. All right, guys. Thank you all for coming aboard and dealing with my craziness. And as always, just remember these 4 things. Respect the life of the fan service. Enjoy your fandoms. Embrace your degeneracy. As long as it's legal, doesn't harm you or anyone else. Anime is freedom. And until the next time we meet again, this is Mr. Anime 343 saying, God, anime, mecha, beat you to fucking speed.
And don't forget, work hard and get good.
Exactly, man.